5 points I recommend you to think deeply before you step into college. Hey, what's up everyone? Brittle Babe here again. Welcome to another episode of Practical Life Choices. And for today's episode, we are gonna go straight to talk about life after senior high school. The moment you'll be stepping into a more adult level type of education, that is college. In this video, I am going to talk about how to function as a young adult in college, and I'm going to give you 5 points on how to do just that in order for you to prep your life while in the institution. Number 1, take it serious. Now, you're probably thinking this first advice should be the most basic thing anybody should have in mind while having the opportunity to go to school. If your mentality is like this, good for you, but there are also others out there. And if you're one of the many young adults who think getting into college is only mandatory just because that's what everybody does and that's where you should be heading without actually knowing what it is that you're doing at that point of your life. You're mostly thinking you'll be getting allowance, you'll be meeting a lot of people, you are gonna go to a private institution, and that is somewhat a glamorous thing to have because then you're gonna create bonds and lifestyle and anything else other than the education alone. If this is not you, if you feel that you are not this type, I am willing to bet that one of these reasons do resonate with you, and you probably feel guilty right now hearing me say this. So if you don't have that focus, if you don't have that goal you set for yourself, if you don't take it seriously, I'm not saying you live a dull college life. What I'm saying is while you do all these other things, keep in mind the reason why you need to do good in school and do all the necessary actions to take advantage of the privilege, because human as we are, we easily get distracted, and the next thing we know, you graduate in college only to not continue your journey because you were not serious in the first place. Number 2, education is a privilege, and that is also a choice. Now, everybody knows this. We can have different views and opinions about this point, but it is inhuman for us to not think about the others who can't continue schooling or living a good life because they can't finish school for the reason that their parents are incapable of funding the education, or for whatever reason that is not allowing them to pursue education. If you do have the opportunity to continue learning in college, think of it as a gift from whoever is spending your tuition, who is working so hard to get you through the whole 4 or more years. Well, for parents, that is already a given setup. There's no need to discuss that because it's their responsibility as parents to jumpstart the lives of their kids by providing them education. But of course, it's never a work that is not left to recognize, because we should all owe it to our parents for being such hardworking people, for helping us set our lives. But let us talk about those who were given the opportunity by anybody that's not your parent. May it be your aunt, your older sibling, your sponsor, if there is a sponsor, a scholarship from your school. They all have one reason for doing so, and that is just so you can live a life with structure. Let's say a semester costs them 25,000. That 25,000 peso can be used by that person for their own needs. Yet they choose to spend it on you because they feel and want for you to learn all there is to learn in college. Whatever you learn in school is your greatest gear to navigating life. This is something we already know, but unfortunately, most of us don't set this as a compass because culturally, it is not embedded in our nature to be go-getters and independent individuals like those that are from the West. Most of us, when we are young, don't see future like how adults see it. There is no pressure when we are younger, so we tend to relax and we just go with the flow. We are not aggressive, and oftentimes we procrastinate. We don't see the value of success and money making in our early years. So if you're one of those few who can continue going to school, be grateful for the opportunity because not a lot are blessed. Number 3, know what you want and be good at it. Once you do have the chance and the opportunity to continue college, you should then ask yourself, what do I want to be in the next decade? When we were young, we're always asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? Now that we're actually grown up and about to take on a real life battle that is life, you then have to be more specific on what it is that you want to be doing in the next 5 or 10 years of your life. If you want to be a doctor, take up med school, take up nursing. If you want to be an engineer, take up Bachelor of Science in Engineering Studies. If you want to be a person who works in the bank, take finance. Or if you want to do QuickBooks or bookkeeping jobs, take accounting. If you want to do business, take up management or marketing, and so on. If you don't pinpoint what it is that you want, you're going to end up like all the other people out there who spend so much time in school trying to finish a course because they won't get to finish them because they're indecisive, and so they will just hop from one course to another till they finally graduate, or not at all. Because of this, more time and money is wasted. For somebody who's sponsored, you would know that in the beginning, you need to be more exact with your choice and you work your way up till you graduate. Money and time is what's important here, which leads me to point number 4, and that is set your head on the course you decide to take and think in advance future help and references or connections in order for you to easily position yourself after you do graduate. Now, a lot of us get stuck when we graduate. Wonder why there are so many people in the BPO, wonder why some get into a rut, wonder why some get lost while they are no longer in the 4 walls of their classroom. That's because, which leads me back to the point number 1. That is, we are not focused. A classroom is a space where we are molded, we are taught and given real-life examples. But if we are too busy with other stuff like doing socializing multiple times, love life, other hobbies, and other extracurricular activities that are not productive and are beneficial to us, I'm not saying these are bad, but the rule of thumb here is always too much of everything is not good. And in relation to learning, you can't be good at something if your mind is divided or not focused. You gotta put focus on one thing, and that is how to get through college and how you can position yourself and how to set your life up before and after graduating. It is your responsibility to set your career by doing good, if not great, in your studies, have good records so you can land a career path that's going to support you in the next 5 to 10 years of your life. It is necessary at this point to constantly check in on yourself to know where you are academically and mentally, so you know what you should do throughout your school life before you graduate and when you then seek out for jobs or opportunities after college. If you miss to do this step, kung pamahala ra ka, kung bahala na lang si Batman, bahala na lang po si Batman sa imong life later on. Now, once you condition your mind to take college more seriously, pinning down a road you want to take in your life in the next 5 to 10 years, and that you are confident that you can have the help you need around you, or you're capable of positioning yourself in a great advantage before and after you graduate in college, you just gotta have to be good at it. Be your own motivator. Be your own cheerleader. We often get distracted by a lot of things. School isn't just our life. We have other things to attend to, like we have social life, making friends, creating bonds, exploring hobbies, or even getting ahead of ourselves and trying the real world by applying to jobs. Being an adult is fun, and at the same time, it is scary when you eventually get a taste of what's life like after school. You have to consider then you will be responsible for your own self. Where will you find a job? What are the effective ways to get hired? Which companies are good to work with, and etc. And these are these things that you should ask yourself when you are about to get out of the college life. Once you set everything and you're confident you're ready for the world, then this is not only beneficial to you, but also to your parents or to those sponsors and to those people who prayed that you will hopefully follow a path leading to a good life. It's good to have the confidence and knowledge that you're able to face life head on, and it feels so good to have the total control of our lives. That's about it. I'm sharing this because I learned this late in life, and when I was already working while earning big, I totally forgot about school, and there are just too many obstacles that hindered me to go back to studying. If there are advices I could give my younger self, those are the basic points I just gave. I'm currently sending a college student. I am a breadwinner, and I always remind my student of these points because I know how hard it is for somebody to not have anybody tell them this. In my teenage years, we see college as another years that we need to attend to and that we need to get good grades, but we really were not aware of the works involved or the gravity of the responsibility we need to take on for ourselves, resulting to a lot of us still not happy about our lives, have families but not have enough income, incapable of making good decisions for ourselves, and feeling low most of the time hindi ko sulay kwarta. The degree from school that I could have gotten if I just continued schooling could have been my backbone to start a more productive life. But that is just a thought. I have regrets, but I don't take it out on myself for not graduating because I also have done a lot of learning outside of school, which I'm very grateful about. Okay, that is just me, your Ate Brit. Just really hoping that this can help you. Taking life seriously is hard and it takes good discipline, time management, and good morals for anybody to survive in this battle. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I appreciate if you could also share this with your friends or to anybody you know if you think they also need to hear this. If you have questions, of course, feel free to drop them down in the comments and I'll try to help you with it. This has been your Ate Brit. Follow me on my socials down below as well, and I hope to connect with you there too. And so that is all. Have fun with college, have fun with